Welcome to West Sussex Snippets, short bite-sized videos showing off our best and most interesting collections held here at West Sussex Record Office. Today we are sharing what happened during our Collections Care Fortnight in December of 2023. This year we renamed Closed Fortnight to Collections Care Fortnight as to better reflect what we get up to during the closure. We aren't just having parties, although we do enjoy being able to get to work together on different tasks. This year we undertook large reboxing and cataloguing tasks that required lots of space and many members of staff to get their work done. This would not be possible while we're open to the public. In all, this ensures that our collections remain accessible to all. Starting with the first week, in the search room, 3 members of staff were transferring information from the PH index cards onto our catalogue. This is to ensure that when we eventually remove the PH index cards, we do not lose any vital information that is detailed on them. Taking a draw, each member of staff worked diligently to make a good start on this project. This was quite the undertaking and will have to be completed alongside other tasks throughout the year. Next, a sizable collection of glass plate and film negatives have undergone condition checking and were rehoused in archival boxes after being removed from their yellow Kodak boxes. As you can see from these images, being able to utilise the full length of the search room tables was quite necessary for this task. Other tasks happening in the search room were listing APH 176 aerial photographs from 1973, which were recently found during our storage review project. These aerial photos were compiled for the Royal Commission of Historic Monuments of England to seek out archaeological sites and ancient monuments, but these could still be useful for detailing what the landscape was like at the time. This is still an ongoing project and hopefully will be finished listing all 30 folders by the end of 2024. Another task that was happening in the search room were replacing the lever arch folders that house our Garland photographic collection. This is a much loved collection, which is evidenced by the folders needing to be replaced. To finish off the first week, Catherine, one of our archivists, spent the week removing surplus material from 5 boxes of records relating to the Bogner Company, Traeger estate agents, and sorting the properties into location order. Kicking off the second week, 8 members of staff worked together to reorganise a photographic collection that was deposited back in 2020. This first entailed sorting the photographs into numerical order rather than being grouped by place or subject. Then, using ring binder boxes, we packaged them in their new number order. Currently these photographs have not been catalogued, but they will be in the future as they contain some really lovely images, a few staff favourites being these photographs of what we believe to be Worthing Library. In the second half of week 2, 7 members of staff started the monumental task of renumbering and condition checking our newspaper collection. We started out by working in pairs to tackle manageable size collections. For example, the West Sussex County Times, the Mid Sussex Times and the Chichester, Littlehampton and Bognor Post. This is an ongoing task that some members of staff will continue to work on when they can, and we hope to complete this project to coincide with our new website launch in the future. Throughout Collections Care Fortnight, Nick, one of our archivists, was working on the next stage of the European Architectural Heritage of the Year photograph survey collection. This project started in 1975 and was a method of documenting architectural interests throughout West Sussex parishes. This resulted in filling 20 plus boxes in our strong rooms, and the catalogue was not made easily accessible. During the lockdown periods, Nick, along with volunteers at the record office, began to rectify this. Now Nick has reached a point where he needed to check the collection for errors in the numbering, title, descriptions, dates and new additions, Going parish by parish, he managed to get through 20 parishes. This was around 1,000 plus items in total. The next step will be to import the data onto our catalogue to make it publicly available. And finally, Alice, one of our project archivists, labelled and moved all 800 administration files of the Crawley Development Corporation into proper archive boxes, of which there were 231. This required a lot of space to spread out, something which isn't usually available during our normal open hours, so it meant that she could crack on and get everything done in one go. Now it means these 800 files are out of potentially damaging boxes and into archive safe ones. This would have taken her 10 times as long if it weren't for Collections Care Fortnight. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube and check out our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and blog to keep up to date with all our work with the collections. Full links will be in the description below.